Khalid ibn al-Walid, the undefeated storm in the heart of the desert. A star rose that knew no setting, a man undefeated in ignorance and Islam. He was named the Sword of God. Khalid ibn al-Walid was not just a military leader. He was a war genius walking on two legs, reading the earth like an open book. At the Battle of Mu'tah, his genius shone as he faced a mighty Roman army with a few thousand Muslims, turning the tide with a tactical withdrawal that is still studied today. He changed the order of troops at night, deceiving the Romans into thinking endless reinforcements had arrived, sowing fear in their hearts before swords clashed. When the call of conquests came, he stormed into Persia like a thunderbolt, shattering their strongholds with lightning strikes. At Walaja, he executed the famous pincer movement tactic, trapping the Persian army in a death grip in a maneuver that stunned the generals of the era. He then turned to the Romans in the Levant, becoming the nightmare of the Caesars, appearing where least expected and striking where they couldn't withstand. He crossed the barren desert of Samawa in a suicidal gamble to surprise the Romans from behind enemy lines, a military miracle unmatched by anyone. At the decisive Yarmouk, he stood against 250,000 Roman soldiers, steadfast as a mountain, weaving tactics like a funeral shroud for the empire. He divided his army into squadrons and led the battle with a composure that made Roman commanders tremble at the sight of his sword in the midday sun. He fought not just with iron, but with spirit, instilling in his soldiers the certainty that victory is not measured by numbers but by divine support. The thrones of Khosrows crumbled, and Caesar's pride shattered under the hooves of his horses. He was the unconquerable force and the relentless storm. With penetrating insight, he anticipated enemy moves before they thought them, turning certain defeat into resounding victory with a single cry. Not an inch of his body was without a spear wound or sword strike, testifying he was always in the front lines. He fought over 100 battles, emerging victorious every time, shattering the myth of invincible armies. He crushed the Romans in their strongholds and humbled the Persians in their courts, till his name became synonymous with terror in the hearts of God's enemies. His leadership was a blend of mercy to his troops, severity to foes, and absolute loyalty to the banner he bore. He sought no worldly gain or status, but martyrdom in glorious battles, so death came to him on his bed, yearning to meet his Lord. The Sword of God passed, but his tactics are still taught in global military academies as the pinnacle of human strategic thought.